are thinking about it. And I want to talk a little bit, and Bob, I'd like to ask this question of you. How does the financial climate and increasing CDMO capacity affect companies and their decisions regarding manufacturing?
Yeah, well, the first thing is the supply and demand. As there a larger amount of supply and more CDMOs out there for production, there may be cost advantages for contracting with one of these organizations, and that's one of the typical decisions that have to be made, particularly in a small biotech company. Do you have enough funds to fund the initial clinical trial, or do you decide to actually provide your own manufacturing suite? And there are pros and cons financially, as well as the knowledge that one would receive from having it internal, the manufacturing steps and parameters and that knowledge that you have to improve the product. Going to a contract manufacturer, they can do it for you. They do have experience from other products, but your understanding of that process improvement and the nature of your process is somewhat less by having a contract manufacturing organization. Also, depending on your clinical trials, enrollment, supply of raw materials can affect when your particular batches can be produced. And with contract manufacturers, they have schedules, they have other customers. So if you go off track and you're delayed by a month, that could impact the timing for when you could have your materials ready for your particular patients. The other thing also is very important that many of these cell and gene therapies are patient specific, and the amount of work that needs to be done for release of a product on each individual patient is much different than making a large batch for upwards to 100 patients. So those are the points to be considered as you're going forward in this area, and the investment in the CDMO or to buy and build yourself.